Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 47 of The Good, the Dan, the Florida Man. With you, as always, your hosts.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm the Good, and I'm happy to be here. And we've also got some of the Dan.
Hi, I'm the Dan, and we also have a boy named Benathan.
Okay.
Yes.
I love it so
Hi,
much.
I'm Benathan, and I am the Florida Man. Thank you for joining us. If this is your first time listening or watching, we hope we do or say something to make you want to come back next week.
Like
we
call
are
Ben Benathan.
What?
You know, something that makes someone want to come back next week, like calling you Benathan,
Oh,
discovering
yeah.
your true name.
Right.
His true name.
Yeah.
Benathan.
Sure.
What if that was his Mormon name? This is like the secret Mormon name that you get.
You know, Benjamin's like
A real name.
already biblical.
I don't like
Yeah,
Benjamin, though. I want to call you Benathan.
So we are three stand-up comedians who had the world shut down during COVID. We turned to the medium of podcasting just to keep this little comedy muscle going. And we tell stories and share jokes and a whole lot of stuff. Today's episode, we will be answering any and all, as many of your emails that you've sent us over the past month. This is our audience submission episode. So hopefully you've sent us some things that are worth answering so we can give you the wrong answer.
Yes.
That are worth answering. What
You know what I'm talking about.
What? No.
There are questions that are not worth answering, right?
What? No. Yeah, there are. There are definitely those questions. I always love that there's the teacher thing of like, there are no stupid questions. It's like, yeah, there are.
There are definitely some
there's a lot of
stupid
stupid questions.
And I'll give you some stupid answers.
Yeah, right.
This episode is coming out sometime in April. I forgot to do the math on that before we started recording. But do you guys have any shows coming up?
Oh boy, mostly colleges. I'm gonna be performing in Wyoming and Anchorage, and then
There are colleges in those places?
yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I actually was super hyped. And then I'm gonna
college at Anchorage sounds fun.
Right, I'm so excited. I'm
It'd be
big
very
hyped.
cool.
And then I'm also going to be going to Germany towards the end of the month. So
Really?
yeah, if you're a German listener and you want to see me in person, you're going to have to stalk my whereabouts in Germany.
Are you performing in Germany or just kind of like going?
No, just going.
Okay.
I am going to probably film some stuff there, though, as the German character. Because, like, I'm going to the source for the news.
Yeah, no,
I
nothing
dare you
go
to do
wrong.
that to German people. I dare you to go and like interview people
Yeah, no,
in that
they would
accent
love
and
that.
see.
I think they would. I think they would love my jokes.
I want to see.
It's going to go poorly.
I want to see it. Right?
I want to record you getting beat up.
Oh, come on.
World star.
Look, they're not allowed to do that anymore,
German
okay?
star.
Germans beat up Jewish comedian. That's not going to go well.
Oh,
yeah.
correct.
And
go
then
to
they would be
prison.
like, it's not because he's Jewish.
It's
I'm going to make it exclusively
everything
about
else.
that. it's
It's everything else. And everyone would be like, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
about to do a very poor German accent and be like, it's because he's making fun of our German accent.
The German. Oh. Someone actually called me out on it. They were like, that's Edward Richtofen from Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. And I was like, that's exactly where that voice comes from.
You didn't have to agree.
Ryan,
No, but
what you don't know is Ryan is secretly auditioning for Oppenheimer.
Oh, I would love to. Oh,
Who's
my gosh.
Oppenheimer.
He's, it's the guy who did the Manhattan Project.
Christopher Nolan. It's the new Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's the answer I was looking for.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I thought it was like a play or a movie of some sort.
It's gonna be-
Okay.
It's the Oppenheimer.
Well, Ryan will be at colleges and places that shouldn't have them. And
Yeah.
May, I have a few shows in May. I will be May 19th. I'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana at the Summit City Comedy Club. May 20th through the 21st, I'll be in Appleton, Wisconsin at the Skyline Comedy Club. And Ryan, your head is blocking the thing. On May 22nd, I'll be in Louisville, Kentucky at the Louisville Comedy Club. Those tickets are already on sale, so check my website. Dan?
I'll probably just be joining Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're going to leave this intro and head right into the meat and potatoes of this episode.
Delicious.
I love meat and potatoes.
Your emails.
You sent us emails.
Are we going to do the update?
We're going to start with the update.
Would you like me to do the Reedy Boys?
Yeah, go
since
for
it's
the
long?
Good evening, gentlemen. This is from Abs Labs. It's the Mad Doctor from Absolutely Not Labs. We at the Lab are excited to see the podcast return. With the new season, it's time to officially crown the Season 1 winner of GDFM Challenge, Ben Brainard.
Yay!
There's no shock there. There's no prize, just bragging rights. But if we know Ben, that's plenty. Now it's on to Season 2, and the scores have been reset to 0. Thank God. We're already sent our first question of season 2. If you have the ability to give anyone an orgasm just by pointing finger guns at them saying pew, how would you flagrantly misuse the power? The results are in first place with 64.7% vote is Dan. In second place with 29.4% of the vote is Ben. And third place goes to Ryan. Ryan, you know we love you, right? We don't need to do that. That's less than 6%. That's so sad. Oh, let's just move on, apparently.
If it makes you feel any better, I wanted second.
Oh, it makes it worse. Bonus points. One of your listeners expressed it perfectly. I bonus point to Ryan breaking his innocent facade and messing with people. 1 point to Dan for defending others and completely destroying terrible people's lives. And 1 point for Ben for the pure psychological torture. That puts the current score is Dan at 4, Ben at 3, Ryan at 2. Ready for the next challenge? Click the prompt. And good luck.
Yeah.
All right.
Challenge.
I will click the prompt here. All right. Welcome to the April challenge, Ben, Dan, and Ryan. Many thanks to Sabby G, sorry if I mispronounced her name, for her suggestion for this month's challenge. Battle of the Fans. The challenge. Please set a 10-minute timer and have your phones ready to go live on TikTok. For the duration of the 10-minute timer, you will all go live simultaneously. Your job is to get as many views as you can in the 10-minute window. Since many of your audiences overlap, you'll have to be creative and quick to get and keep their attention. There are no rules governing what you can or cannot do to try to get viewers, but there is one big catch. As of today's count, Ryan has 4 million followers, Ben has 2.4 million followers, and Daniel has 1.7 million followers. Because your live streams will be pushed out to different size audiences, we have to adjust a bit. Each of you will get to count a different percentage of views. Those percentages are known only to us right now, but we assure you will be more than fair.
What?
At the end of the 10 minutes, once you end your live stream, please report 2 important statistics. 1, how many views you had over the course of your stream. 2, the number of viewers in the stream when the timer went off. We'll base bonus points off of this. You can enter those numbers directly below in this document, and we'll see them. We will do the math and report back. In the end, you must rely on your own creativity and the loyalty and love of your fans to win. Good luck, gentlemen. Absolutely not labs.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, that's such a good one. I love that so much. You guys ready?
I'll set a timer.
I will set my TikTok up.
Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, Dan, get your TikTok live ready, I suppose.
Competing.
Oh, wait, before we go live, we should probably say how many people we have on live right now.
Oh, that is a good statistic that I've never really paid attention to. Hey, look, it's Ahmed.
Yeah.
He's the first video that popped up.
Oh,
on
it's
my
teaching
feed.
his white roommate to dance. I'm his white roommate.
Yeah, you are. All right, live. Mine says I have 408.2 thousand followers active right now.
Okay.
How do you see that?
Ben does
If
not.
yours
Or Dan does not have the. You might need to update the app.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he also has an Android.
Oh, that's
the
it.
blasphemy.
I'm naming this "Help Me Beat Youth Pastor Ryan." I hope people don't take that the wrong way.
Competing for your love.
Okay. Are you guys ready? We
Yep.
have
By
10
the way,
minutes.
I'm 863 right now.
You're at 863,000 live followers, like people live right now? Okay. I feel like that's a little bit cheating, but all right.
Yeah, apparently they're going to even it out. And why do I feel like that's just going to get me crushed?
I hope it does.
I hope it doesn't.
I want to see you lose.
Why would they make it based on
You ready?
percentages?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right.
You ready?
2, 1, click.
Got it. All right, the timer has begun. The live. Oh, Ryan's putting me and Dan in the background right now.
Absolutely, of course. I don't think that's cheating.
Well, first of all, you got to make sure you're still talking to the microphone right now because we are doing a podcast.
That is
so-
true. We are on the cast right now.
We are.
Hi, hello, TikTok.
Hello and
live
welcome.
stream.
It's the good, the Dan, and the Florida Man, and we are here doing the podcast. This is actually a great time to promote the podcast. Actually,
This
Yeah,
is a great
to be
time.
completely honest.
Look at us.
Hello and welcome.
This is great.
Hi,
We're here. We got the boys. We're here. If you
Yep.
guys, so we're competing right now, which means that I'm not keeping a lot of people. I'm very sorry.
You're not keeping a lot of people?
No, I'm not.
I
here's
can
the
keep
thing.
a lot of
The-
people.
The
Watch.
good, the Dan, and the Florida Man are competing to
If
see
you
who
guys
can
stay
get the
on
most,
this
like people.
whole
in a live
live,
right
I
now,
will
which
win
would be
a
super
prize,
cool.
apparently,
What are you up to?
and
Why
I
not?
would like to do that.
All right, so we don't have Dan's numbers
Yet.
yet. Ryan, your total viewers,
1,203.
I had 511. how many viewers did you end with? How many were there at the 10-minute mark?
Oh, 224.
Okay. I had 122. Dan, do you know how many?
I had like 21.
Okay. Well, there are your numbers. As soon as we figure out how many viewers Dan had, maybe tomorrow, we'll update that. But with that being said, the challenge is over. Ryan probably won.
I hope so, but you know what? You'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll know.
The world may never. Well, because they're gonna do some funky
we'll
math.
know by next month.
I love that there's a month, like next month in between.
Yeah, I mean, stuff happens.
Stuff does happen.
You guys ready to move on to the rest of this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an Amazon package. Let's see if he notices. Nope. Looked right into this giant window in front of us and did not.
To be fair, it reflects like crazy.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably good.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably a
otherwise,
good thing.
people would see us all naked. I just said that just for the people that just listened.
Suddenly there's
The people
more
that don't
interest
watch
in the
the YouTube
GDFM
video.
podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can go to YouTube and then watch us. Anyway, we're gonna kick off the rest of these questions and messages. So I'll start here. This is from Andrea H or Andrea H, whichever one. I apologize. Hello. I love the podcast. I'm so glad you are back with new episodes. Not only have I found you three brought so much joy into my life, but I've also found a wonderful little community amongst other fans of this show, and I'm so thankful for that. I have a question about how you choose where and what venues to perform at. I have noticed that Ben performs mostly at comedy clubs, while Ryan tends to stick more to the college-university circuit. I'm curious about the differences between the two types of shows and why you may prefer one over the other. Much love, Andrea H. It depends on your agent. Ryan has a college agent. I don't. I have a normal agent, so he books me at comedy clubs and not colleges and universities. I prefer comedy clubs over colleges and universities because when I go to a comedy club on just a random day of the week, everyone that comes to it is there to see me and not just because they're a student that got a free ticket. I can also do whatever I want and say whatever I want at a comedy club. A lot of colleges and universities have like different rules and stuff, and it's not that like kids are soft these days. It just like the university cannot pay someone to do certain things. Like that's just the only rule there. And especially if you end up at like a Christian university or something, there's rules and stuff that you have to follow.
I've found the line at many universities.
I mean, I could probably still do well at colleges, but again, most of my audience is probably like comedy club aged. They're out of college. So I'd have to tell jokes for kids that are, 8 years younger than me. 6, 7, 8 years younger than me. They have much different life experiences and stuff. So it's easier to tell jokes to people that are around your age that have had similar experiences up to this point than it is to try to tell jokes to people that are way older than you or way younger than you. I think it's especially harder to tell jokes to people that are way younger than you than it is to tell jokes to the people that are way older than you. But that's just a personal preference. Any other thoughts on that one?
I love the college circuit just because it's easy, it pays well, and it's very nice because it is a lot of my audience. Not only that, I still look college age, and so like a lot of people just find it super relatable, especially the things that I talk about, and I talk a lot about college experiences in life and stuff like that. So yeah, people just... I'm still very youthful, so like even though I'm out of college, they still relate really hard. And also it's just nice. It's nice. I like colleges. It's so easy. It's so easy because you like they pay you well. You show up, you do a show, and it doesn't matter if 4 people show up or 400 people show up. Like it's just like you're just gonna have fun and get to mess around with kids, and like they're there to have fun.
What do you guys think about Jerry Seinfeld saying that college shows are the worst because everyone is so woke?
All my stuff's 100% clean, so I can't actually even speak to that.
The only thought that I had about Jerry Seinfeld when he said that was, of course you're not good at colleges, Jerry. You're 80.
Is he?
No, he's not that old, but he's. Why would Jerry Seinfeld, a man of his age, be able to tell jokes to kids? True. Unless his entire career was built around telling jokes for young people, which it's not. He's just a stand-up comedian. He's really good at stand-up comedy. He's one of the legends. But there's no reason Jerry Seinfeld should be able to walk into a college and make 18-year-olds laugh the same way that he's made 40-year-olds laugh his entire career. Yeah. It's different. You're trying to tell jokes to people 3 generations younger than you, man. Like, it's not an easy thing to do, and especially if you're someone that's at that age and has been doing comedy for that long, he'd have to change up so much of his routine just to be relatable enough to 18-year-olds for them to understand and laugh at his jokes. It's a ridiculous ask. It's not just that everyone's woke now. It's just that he's missed 3 generations. Yeah. He didn't grow up with these people. He has no idea how to talk to them.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next question directed at Dan.
It's freaking me out because this is from Shelby S, and that's my sister's name. So I'm like,
is
this
it your
my
sister?
And I was like, I don't think it is.
She watches the podcast.
I don't know if she does, but if it is, hi Shelby, and if it isn't, hi Shelby.
You're definitely happier in this.
The tone change.
Hey guys, love the podcast so much. I listen to it while I'm at work. My question is for everyone. If it was guaranteed that you would survive, would you rather explore a black hole or explore the entire ocean?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Guaranteed that I would survive.
I would only do it with my sister Shelby. I would love to explore.
Am I the only one that's guaranteed to survive? Because I'd love to bring people with me if that's the case.
It took me a sec.
Yeah,
it took me a sec to put together that you'd commit a murder.
No. The black hole or the ocean would kill them.
I would only want to go into the black hole so I can be like, I know it's in a black hole. I've done that before, but yeah.
I feel like I'd love to just get dropped into the center of the Marianas Trench. And
Are you just
going to
let that comment fade into the ether?
Well, yeah, no, that tracks with me. Like,
okay.
No, that he'd be sassily like, I know it's in a black hole. Because that was my other thought too. That's the only other thing that I.
Oh yeah, you've also been in a black hole?
No. I know, but I was thinking it would be fun to be like the sassy one that's just like, I know it's there.
I know what's happening in the black hole.
Versus the Marianas Trench, though, I feel like it would be fun to float down.
I don't think he heard what you said.
I don't think he heard what I said.
What did you say?
I said I already know what's in a black hole. Yeah.
Oh, things I didn't hear for 400.
There you go.
Oh,
it would have been fun if we just like let it go and just like had people.
I wanted his reaction.
Yeah. It would have been fun.
Because I've been trying to mess with him for the past 30 seconds about it, and he has been lost in the ether.
I lost in the black hole.
I lost in the black hole. But yeah, I would just want to be in a black hole just so I could say, I know what's in a black hole, Einstein.
Huh. I don't know. I'd like to go ocean, I think.
I think I'd do ocean, too.
I saw the coolest video of an octopus turning into a balloon today. An octopus balloon, obviously, but a balloon.
Like from Shrek?
Kind of, yeah. It just expands. Octopus expands out. And goes, yeah, it was just a really cool video.
You guys ever been in a hot air balloon?
No.
I've not, and I so badly want to be in it.
They're cool.
They don't have a giant wicker basket. That sounds fun.
They don't land too goodly?
No, they land real bad, to be honest.
Good.
Really?
Yeah. Good to know.
Wait, most of the things that you get into land pretty bad.
I was going to say,
true.
Also, like, you clearly have an experience. What is your experience of landing in an air balloon?
Oh, it's just, they're just like, yeah, we're just going to hit the ground. Mm-hmm. But the problem is it just kind of skips with you, and like it almost tips over. Mm-hmm. So that's like not a solid way.
Do you feel it in your legs?
Not particularly. Jump at the right time.
Do
No.
you have to jump?
No, you do not have to. He's absolutely. Dan, please don't get in a hot air balloon and then start jumping.
Tuck and roll, Dan. Tuck and roll.
I wonder if this wicker will hold me. Yay.
Yeah, I bet if you jumped out of the basket at the right time.
You would what?
You wouldn't have to just maintain a bad landing. It would just be over.
Yeah, it would definitely be over. Yeah, you could actually jump out from a a variable of height, and you're going to have a landing. It's not... It would stop the bad landing.
Yeah, I'd jump out like right before we hit the ground, and I'd roll, and I'd be like, well, now I don't have to be in the basket anymore.
And everyone's just watching you do this like, what? Why? We needed the weight so that we could touch the ground.
Oh, nope. You're in it longer. Sorry.
You're in it. You're here longer.
Bye. All right, next question from Ryan.
From Chewy C. Let me start with this. I am very high.
Good start.
What a beginning.
Great.
In episode 37, your newest episode, it was so cool to see you guys more chilled tone. I hope you're all mentally okay because you did a lot.
but you have such a chilled tone. I could see your natural side come out rather than the one you put in front of the camera. My question is, are there any tricks that you use to get into character to speak for the camera?
I think it's funny you think we're doing characters.
Yeah. Like when I do YPR, like that's just me just excited to be telling stories on the internet.
When I first met Ryan, I was like, there's no way. And then I met Ryan. I was like, wow. Yeah. Okay. He just turns on the camera. That's it.
Yeah.
And Dan, I mean, obviously you do different. You and I do specific different characters.
I do think that. Well, I think that a lot of people did expect me to be the character, and then I would say that I am more subdued in regular life, right? Like
I think I am
I get pretty
too.
quiet, right? I feel like a little bit, but yeah, I don't think it's a character necessarily. I don't think I'm like
it's just a part.
I have
of
to be
you.
happy, Daniel. Now, no, it's not like that. It's like it's a part of me. I don't even.
Yeah,
know if
I mean,
there's
I've
an
seen
on
you
button for
act
it.
like that outside of the camera, but it's just like certain situations. Most of the time, you're relaxed. Like Ryan is sitting here quietly right now. He doesn't really do that on the camera, but like he has the ability to just keep talking very fast and loud
With speed, with haste all the time.
I play like 50 some odd different characters. Obviously, I'm not all of them, but like it's not hard to access that part of me because I am still just me.
Yeah.
I just play 5 normally now, which is just different accents, but they're all still mostly me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all like different facets of me. I did a series for a while called Headspace, which was like the different parts of my personality. But then people got so weird about it because they were like, "You're making fun of like multiple personality disorders." Like, no, these are just I'm doing Inside Out. Like this.
I thought your comments would be more like, "Why are you just copying Thomas Sanders?"
I didn't even know Thomas Sanders did a thing like that.
I
Did he
think that's
do a
him.
thing?
Yeah,
I don't know that.
I thought he did.
Honestly, I hear people compare me to Thomas Sanders a lot, but I don't know Thomas Sanders' work. And so I just know that he's like apparently a super nice guy that like does. I've seen some of his like musical stuff, but that's about it. And so I'm always like, I don't know. I'm not that cool where I've watched enough stuff to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know nothing.
Yeah.
Jon Snow.
I live under a rock. Next question from Laura M.
Nope.
No, I messed it up. I totally
From Wolf D. Hey guys, love the podcast. It really helped me pull out of a mentally low period I was going through for a few months. It's been a joy to binge the whole series and see it grow and change from episode 1 until now. Anyway, I just have a small question. Sometime back, Ben mentioned that at the end of every month there would be a Patreon-only episode that has all the leftover fan-submitted questions. However, I've noticed that there seems to be only one episode like that. Was that idea nixed, or have you just not had any chance to really do it yet? Either way, love you guys. Keep it up. Can't wait to see how the podcast continues to grow this year.
Didn't have time.
Things we have ideas, and sometimes our ideas don't match the energy or the time of the day that we have.
Yes.
So since we're recording all the podcasts together and we're recording a whole month at one time, it's going to be easier to do certain things like that. But, previously we may have said that we were going to do the leftover episodes. We might revisit that. It's easier now that we're all together once a month to do it. But it kind of just fell by the wayside because we had so many other projects that we were working on.
Yeah. I mean, in between Ben's touring, Dan's like pitching TV shows, and my filming a special, it was just like, this is not going to happen.
The fact that we got any episodes out this year already is
incredible.
It's a miracle.
Right.
Next question is from Brie K. Hello, hello, hello. The good, the Dan, and the Florida man. I have a little confession. Sorry, I'm on a phone. A little confession to make, but also a question. The confession is that Ben looks really smoochable. Ooh. I would give Ben one smooch.
The next part.
That's all you'd get off before you die.
And Ryan and Dan get a smooch on the cheek. Oh, you're so kind. Here comes the question. Under any circumstance, who would you smooch from the podcast? Wow. Can be on the lips or on the cheek or whatever. You could be drunk, totally sober or whatever. Is this a weird question? Yes, of course it is. Also, love you guys. You make me laugh every week. Lots and lots of serotonin, and I'm loving it. Have a nice day. Brie.
I would kiss both of you on the lips right now, but I know that people would go insane if we did it, so I'm not going to do that. But it's not because of you, and it's not because of me. It's because of the people on the podcast.
It's because I'm gay.
I refuse to give the podcast listeners what they want.
I feel like I would just kiss whoever wanted it more. You know, I feel like that's just the fair. And oh man, I just watched Ben look over at me like, no.
It's Dan.
And I would not kiss any of them.
That's fair.
Because they're not. Ryan is straight and Ben is bi and I'm gay. And I only want to kiss gay men.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
Discriminatory, I know, but
I love that for you.
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I'm really proud of you.
I don't kiss straight guys. I'm sorry, but Ryan, I know.
No, that's okay.
I know that's probably hurts, but
I mean, obviously it hurts a lot of it, but you know, I
But-
also think
you know,
He's mostly just happy that you called him straight.
it's just so nice. It's like, do you know how nice that is to be after years of people?
years of bullying.
Well, I mean, gosh, it's one of those things where I know that I always laugh about this because I'm like, I've been called so many gay slurs by people that I'm just like, that I have multiple gay friends that I grew up with that are
Did
like,
you deserve them?
no, I don't think so. But I have multiple gay friends that I grew up with that are like, Ryan, I don't know how to tell you this, but you've been called more gay slurs than us. And I don't, like, it's like, we've been together at points where people have called out me. It like, oh man, you're really gay. And like my buddies are sitting there who are gay and they're just like, okay.
This is wild.
Yeah.
And that's what you call allyship.
Yes,
Yeah, I guess.
allyship. You're an ally. Also, I changed my answer. I actually would kiss you, but I'd kiss you guys both on the forehead, like a good fatherly kiss.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I do.
You guys won't right now.
I would be like,
You won't kiss Ryan on the forehead
Why
right
can't
now.
I kiss you on the forehead right now? Just checking.
Did you ask? I'm sorry. Did you ask if you could kiss me on the
No, I
forehead?
said, why can't he kiss you on the forehead
Because
right
he
now?
said Ryan.
I kiss both of you.
Oh
you said
no, he
both.
said both, but you got excited.
Fatherly.
No,
That's what it was.
Oh, I do love
did-
forehead kisses,
yeah.
though. I think those are the sweetest version of
Are you-
kisses.
Are you worried about doing this on the podcast right now?
No, not at all. I just
Then do it. Just
Here,
do you consent?
That's a father.
I don't.
Okay.
No, actually, that's a terrible joke. No.
What were you gonna say?
What?
What?
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, yeah.
Also, real quick, I know Dan just announced on the podcast that I'm bi. I will not be answering any further questions. Thank you.
Oh, I don't. Did I just out you?
Yeah,
I'm
you did.
so-
I
Not
noticed.
really.
Not really. You do it at your. Well, the only reason I say it is because he says it at his comedy shows.
I don't. Well, I don't consider it outing me because I wasn't in anything. Like people. I've never told anyone that I was straight either.
And you made assumptions.
Yeah, people
Whoever
just
you are.
assume. But also, most people don't assume. They just
You also said it on the
most people
podcast a
that
couple
do
times, I feel
assume.
like, right?
Most people that do assume anything but straight.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. It's mostly just it's never like gay. I don't get gay very often.
Yeah, but
which
you get an
I think
in-betweens.
kind of rude.
I get that. If no one ever thought that I was gay, I'd be a little offended at the work that I put into my body. To be honest, like I'd be a little mad.
I like to be a mystery.
Oh, you don't have to worry about
you
that.
like to be shrouded in mystery.
Yeah, I guess a little bit shrouded mystery. I don't think androgyny is the correct term specifically, but it is just sort of an androgynous thing where if people meet me and by the end of it I want them to go, I don't know. What was that?
I recently
who
had
was
an
that? What was
experience
that?
where I went to a regular gay anime night.
Just a regular gay anime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did it regularly.
Versus those hentai gay anime nights.
You know,
Those are
those
very
are really
irregular.
fun
Ryan, what
too.
is hentai?
What? Oh, it's this thing where you go camping in not a tent but a hent with this guy named Ty.
I don't like
Yes.
what you've done.
Good to know Ryan's preferences in porn. Anyway,
No,
Ryan
that
said
cannot
the
be the new
more-
ongoing joke.
The more tentacles, the better for Ryan.
we know what he's into.
Well, he's not into women, so
Yeah,
he hates
No!
those. Hates the women.
he's straight
so.
for octopus.
Ooh.
This is what I hear.
Look, you had such an easy
That's
joke
why
for
I did-
Octopussy. Come on, that's,
Well, I was just gonna say that's why I didn't show you the octopus video, for the balloon one.
We need you to
scary.
say focused right now, Ryan.
Yeah. Anyway,
can't just be
but
rock hard as like diamond in an ice storm.
Wow, your fans are going to have a lot of questions for their parents after this one.
anyway, I went to this anime night regularly, and then one week, we're all talking, and they were like, literally, it's a whole group of gay guys, and so the assumption would be that like I am also gay, but they fully were like, wait, you're gay? Are you sure you're gay? Right?
That's a question most people just have for Ryan.
Yeah. Are you
No,
sure
no,
you're
but
gay?
it doesn't go that way. It's never, are you sure you're gay? I wish I got that question occasionally, but instead it's, are you sure
It's
you're
the hard
straight?
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a hard, you're straight.
And most of the time it's being told you're gay or you're at least bi is what I get told all the time. You're at least, which I didn't know that it was at least. You know what I mean? I didn't.
It's not how that works.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like,
Or so I've been told.
I love it.
A mystery.
A mystery. Next question.
From Ann B. Hello, boys. I have a quick question. All three of you have ADHD, and as someone who is also diagnosed, I have to ask, how do you do a 30 to 60 minute set without notes? It seems like a small miracle that you don't lose flow. Thanks so much for love for the rest of the Bucheri family. Bucheri? Bucheri.
It's Italian.
I was trying. Fam. Thanks, Ann.
Very simple answer. We're stimulated.
Yeah.
I roll with it, to be honest.
Yeah, you just sort of learn that over time, I feel like. You just learn to kind of like, if something is missed, you can always bring it back in another part of your set.
Also, sometimes I just go off on tangents. Like, sometimes I just roll with sometimes I follow the rabbit. But also, I will say this. Like, I cheat because all of my stuff is stories and all of them come in chronological order. So for me, like when I did my girlfriends and girlfriends set, I was just like, I'll just walk through all of my dating history exactly as it happened. Yeah. For How to Survive Plane Crashes, it's just, I'll just walk through every time something tried to kill me in chronological order. So it's just like, explain your life. Okay. So I cheat that way.
I also do stories, and it's a lot easier once you start a story to not fall off the flow of the story. But I think the most important thing is like doing stand-up comedy stimulates us, and that's how you cure quote-unquote ADHD, by stimulating the understimulated part of the brain.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to lose focus when you're standing in front of a crowd talking, right? Like, you kind of have to just be like, I feel like I know what I'm going to say next, or else, right? Like, that's the whole situation.
Have you guys ever had that, though, where you're standing in front of a crowd and you're doing the same set that you've done for a while, and then all of a sudden, you're just in a whole different world?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
It's a weird moment, because people pick up pretty quick if all of a sudden you're not there anymore.
You would be surprised how few people actually pick up on it.
Depends on how long you're out in the woods.
That's true.
Honestly, sometimes I forget the audience is there, it feels like.
I black out.
I have like more of that like type of ADHD where it's just like I lose focus on like who's in the crowd or anything, and then something will happen where like someone will smile finally, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm performing for people.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I would just kind of forget that the crowd was there and I was supposed to be performing for them. So it's been more of a conscious effort to make sure that I'm present and I'm in. Because sometimes I can just put it on cruise and I'll just like muscle memory my way through the set. But like I try not to. I try to focus. Like if I feel myself slipping like that, then I'll just kind of like force myself back into whatever joke I'm telling and take a second.
That's why I kind of have a very performative set, I feel like. I had to like make my set more exuberant and more like, hi, just so that I am very involved in the set.
Yeah. Even then, the more you do it, the more it'll just become muscle memory. And even with the flails and the all of that, it's still going to be like just a muscle memory thing that you can slide right out of.
Yeah. It is great, though. And I love it.
Okay, next question from Laura M. Hi, guys. I'm very curious about if you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. If so, what sort of bender do you think you and the other podcasters would be? One stipulation, none of you can be the Avatar with all 4 skills. Sorry, not sorry. Love the nerdy talks and laughs. Shout out to Doc and Abs Labs watch parties. I've never had so much fun chatting with total strangers. Laura.
That's so nice.
That's so cute. Also love Abs Labs.
We do love Abs Labs.
I think I'd be a waterbender. I'm sorry, not a water, an airbender.
What?
I think I'd be an airbender.
I feel like you'd be a firebender.
So do I.
But it's not anger.
No, I think you'd be an apathetic firebender, which I think makes it funnier.
I just think you have not. I don't think it's anger either.
I think the apathy goes with the airbender style more so because they're very go with the flow and things just happen around them and they exist in it. Also, you can pull the air out of someone's lungs.
That part too.
See, that part makes you a firebender though in my heart.
You'd be like a new age airbender, a Korra era airbender.
What about you, Dan? What would you be?
I'd probably be. I want to say water. I want to say water.
I'm getting earthy vibes from you.
I could do earth too. I could see earth.
Those are opposites, you know that, right?
Yeah, but either way,
Maybe it's like
just
a
that
I guess
the
air
thing-
and earth is more opposite.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd probably do Earth just because I would have so much fun going up and down on like I do like the Earth skating that they do or like the Earth
Yeah.
sledding,
The sledding.
and that's
would
all
be so
that's
fun.
all I do for my entire life, and then I'd die. Like that would be the end of it, and I'd be happy. I would have lived a happy life.
So the earthbenders are very sturdy. They're stubborn, I think, is the personality trait.
Oh.
They're sturdy
I
and
could see
stubborn.
you being an earthbender that can do lava bending.
You really just want this fire thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
I could see it though.
You'd be very strong-willed, right? Like very like,
You just have a little bit of a burn to you. You know what I mean? And that's not a
Sure.
bad thing.
and it's fun.
I don't think you guys have seen me just out and about enough. You see me when we're here and like working all the time.
See, I almost part of me is like, I feel like I have different personalities
That
that,
could
would
fit
fit
each
every
one.
one.
Yeah.
Like gardening Daniel would for sure be an airbender, where it's like the earth is so beautiful and I love this place. And then I feel like regular Daniel is like an earth or a water.
See, I'm not thinking of the people that are like in these cultures. I'm thinking about just like the type of person you have to be to control this element. Whereas air is very just like fluid, kind of like you have
I
to
just
be
don't see you
one
as like a
with the air.
meditatey person. Like I don't
That's-
see you as like a like calm.
Yeah, but so you're thinking about the monks. You're not thinking about airbenders.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't see you as someone who like meditates. Because isn't
yes.
that the purpose of
No.
airbending is to access like the peace and the calm and everything like. And you do that.
Not
but I think you do that in more of like a, like for instance, the kind of firebend I'm thinking of is Zuko and Aang going to the dragon dance area.
Well,
That's
that's
the kind
because
of
Zuko was airbending with fire.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying firebending in that way would be more your style, not the angry like.
Well, okay, so what I'm trying
Weird
to
one.
tell you is that like this is every bender has to have peace with the element they're with, right? It's not just you're thinking that monks specifically that are meditative, not airbenders. In the show, the airbenders were the monks, yes. But when you're looking at airbending specifically, you don't have to be a monk to be an airbender.
Yeah, but that's why I also said new era.
New era, yeah.
Yeah, new era airbender.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
I probably would be one of those people that doesn't have the ability to control anything. I'd just be a human being. I would just be a regular dude. I'd be the guy in the show that's named Kevin. Like, it's just, there's Kevin. What's
You'd
he do?
be
I'm the cabbage guy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're gonna be cabbage guy.
My cabbages!
Yeah. I think, Ryan, you'd either be a water bender or no bender at all. I don't think I could see you as earth or fire.
I could have the most fun with Earth, but I think probably water would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, you're either a water bender or you're not.
Yeah. When you said no bender, I didn't hear no. I thought you said nail bender, and I'm just picturing me just as a construction bender, like the Super Bob the Builder, just firing nails out of my hands.
Like the worst mutant in the X-Men.
Okay.
Can we
Yeah,
fix
that's
it?
much bigger. Thank you.
Yes, we can.
Hi, my best friend and I love listening to your podcast, and it's our go-to hangout activity. My best friend is also my ex. Ooh, interesting. And recently, he's been acting differently. We dated for 5 years, and then we broke up because this toxic person got in between us. That person has since been cut out, and we've both drastically changed to the point that our communication styles and love languages are no longer the same. That's sad. I'm pretty sure he's
No, it's not.
flirting with me, but I don't want to ask. I wouldn't know what to do if he is, because I wouldn't know what to do if he is, because I don't really like him like that anymore. I'm interested in a girl at work. So my question is, how do you know if a guy is flirting with you?
You ask.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, I looked at the wrong camera for that one.
Communication. Yeah.
You have to ask. If you don't actually talk about the things that you need to talk about, you will never know the answer. Bring up the fact that you think things have changed. Ask him why. Talk about it. If he likes you and you don't like him, you tell him that you don't like him like that anymore, and you move on from there. It doesn't have to be weird, but it does have to be talked about. Also, I don't think it's weird that your guys' love languages aren't the same anymore. That's incredible. Honestly, probably what was happening is that you were both forcing yourself to like the thing that you thought the other person liked, because very obviously you're not comfortable with communicating. So you need to open that up more and be yourself. It's a really good thing you got out of that relationship, because you were going to box yourself into that relationship. You were going to be the love language that you thought he wanted you to be, and that's not okay. Learn to be yourself, learn to love yourself, and learn to just talk.
Also, I don't know how to tell you this, but like, don't be best friends with your ex. Like, just don't. Like, that's not a good idea. If you're curious about why this is happening, it's because you guys never set up boundaries anymore, and so you don't know. And if you ever want another relationship that could be long-term, stop hanging out with your ex. It's not... Or you're going to have to explain this to your new significant other, who's going to hate it.
There are certain situations where that I would disagree with that, but I think most situations is spot on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just feel like being friends is weird, especially after that point, because you kind of are in a like...
You know each other in a different way.
In a very different way. And then no matter what you do, it's going to come off flirty because you guys just know each other so intimately, right? As well. And so that's why communication plays a big role, is because at the end of the day, you need to, like you said, Ryan, set the boundaries, make sure that it's there, and communicate, like Ben said, and just be like, what are we doing? What is the situation? Because you just know each other too well at that point, I feel like. And no matter what you do, you're going to either have the desire to get back into the relationship, which is maybe what he's going through, or just be totally like, I don't ever want to do that, which is what you're going through. So
if he has the desire to get back with you, and you're not moving along at all, and you're not allowing him to move on at all because you refuse to tell him that you don't like him like that anymore, you're just hurting him.
Yeah. Also,
people only keep people around for 3 reasons. I would say probably 4 in reality, but it's sex, money, social status, and the 4th one would be emotional, like stability.
Yeah.
You are using him. He is using you for one of those 4 things. You got to know which one it is if you're okay with that. You're probably not, because normally all 4 of those things are not good if you're using someone that you used to know like that and keep them around. So don't
By the way, that sounded like it was a negative thing. Emotional stability is not a bad thing, and most of the time that you hang out with your friends, it's because they bring you some sort of emotional happiness or joy or stability.
That's true, but at the same time, you also got to be careful if someone is using you to just be their emotional stability. If someone is using you as a crutch so that they don't have to deal with emotions themselves, that's when it becomes a problem. I would agree with you on that, because that's what friends are for. But that's also what friends that you have not, dated are for.
also, ask the girl on a date.
Yeah,
Instead.
do that.
Oh yeah, no, ask her out. That'll solve all your problems.
Yeah, just ask her out
It might.
Right? Like, prioritize that.
If
you're interested, prioritize that.
Yeah, we've got faith in you. Good luck. Good luck and Godspeed. All right, next question is from Abby S. Hey guys, every week I look forward to your podcast. It always makes me smile and lifts my mood. I have 2 questions. As comedians, y'all definitely travel a lot. Do you guys have any tips on packing, especially for a brief trip out of state? And my second question is for Ryan. How much flannel do you have? Keep being amazing people you are. Thanks, Abby S.
You can answer that one first. The second one first.
I have 1 flannel shirt. I have 1 flannel, and then right now I'm sitting on it, and it's right next to me. I've got a flannel robe that I'm displaying to the YouTube right now. That Abs Labs intern got me. And it was so that I didn't have to wear pants when I'm recording this. Here's the thing, though. Ben's room is so hot right now that I can't have this on.
The air's on.
I mean, it's on now, but
it's hot in LA right now.
It's just hot in LA, and so I can't put it on. But it's so soft and it's so nice. So I'm gonna be wearing this around my apartment for a long period of time. Ahmed's gonna get concerned. But yeah, I own 1 flannel shirt, and it was given to me a while ago when I started as youth pastor wearing. They were like, "Hey, this is kind of funny. I think you'll like it." And I've had 1 flannel shirt, and also because it's thin, it's nice. Like to wear on stage because the hot lights don't get too bad. So yeah, I like that flannel.
This is a lot more of an answer than I was expecting.
Look, I could talk about flannel for a while. Okay, if we want to.
I know.
I mean, I've got different colors flannels, but most people are just asking about the red and black buffalo plaid one.
Yeah.
My only advice is buy an RAI backpack. My roommate lets me use his, and honestly, it's incredible, and I'm definitely getting one. So buy an RAI backpack.
Okay.
It's perfect for carry-ons.
Let's see. Brief trip out of state. Are you driving? If you're driving, you can pack a simple bag that has just a quick overnight or whatever. The things you need to grab quickly, like your toiletries, just maybe a quick change of clothes. Anything else you want to bring, you can just throw in the back seat. That's the beauty of having a car. If you're flying, you get a carry-on and a backpack. So keep your valuables, laptop, whatever, in the backpack. Also, quick access stuff, an extra outer layer, a hoodie can go in there. I like to wear my hoodie on the plane because it gets cold in the air and it's just an easier way to pack it. So a quick change of clothes, the stuff that you wear at night if you're bringing pajamas. Your toiletries go in that backpack. Everything else you just shove in the carry-on. If it's just a short trip, you shouldn't even need a carry-on. Like 3 days, I could do a 3-day trip with just a backpack. I don't have to anymore because I'm an American Airlines Advantage member and I get a free checked bag. And so I take advantage of that. But yeah, you can do a 3-day trip with just a backpack. Get 3 different sizes of luggage. You want a small carry-on, and you want 2 sizes of checked bags, a medium bag and a large bag. Large bag is if you're gone for a long time or you have a lot of stuff that you need to bring. Medium bag is if you're gone for like maybe a week, So just learn your own way to pack. There's no one way to do it. There's no wrong way. If you want to look up how to roll clothes, you can save some space with rolling clothes, but you don't need to do that. The other thing that's a really good tip, pants can be worn more times than once before washing. You don't need to bring a new pair of pants or a new pair of shorts for every day that you're gone. Sometimes if I'm gone for like 5 days, I'll just bring 1 pair of jeans because you can wear them 4 times without washing them. And then I wash them when I get back. But jeans, you don't have to wash all the time.
Unless you poop your pants.
And
then you have to be prepared for it. In case you do that regularly, you should bring 8 pairs of pants for a 2-day trip.
If your diet is messed up and you poop your pants.
If you have IBS.
Probably, though.
Next question. Do you guys have any other tips?
Nope.
Okay. That's it. This is from Sharon S. Ben, you've mentioned before on the podcast that you don't drink and that you have, quote, never had an alcohol. I was wondering if there's a reason. I only ask because I'm 19, which is the legal age in my province, and I've also never had an alcohol because I've never seen the appeal in drinking. I never liked how my parents act when they got drunk. As a kid, it was just annoying, but as a teen/young adult, it's gotten worse. My mom gets spacey while my dad gets loud and angry. Not at my mom, mostly at me. On top of that, I grew up going to house parties every weekend, so I was constantly surrounded by drunk adults, and seeing how dumb people can be when they drink made me never want to try it. I also have severe ADHD and have been taking medication for it since I was 8. During high school, I was told that I act drunk/tipsy when I'm off my meds, which made me more confused. I've been taking this medication for years so I can function like everyone else, but other people want to drink so they can act that way that I do off my meds, ? Now, if I go to parties, which isn't often, I won't take my meds that day, so I act more like everyone else, but with the added bonus of I can safely drive people home. I'm sorry if this was a little too serious or personal, but whenever Ben says he doesn't drink, it makes me feel validated in my decision to not drink myself. Thanks in advance. All right, I have 2 responses to this. 1, if you're not taking your medicine simply because you think that makes you act like everyone else is when they're drunk, stop doing that. Stop it. You should not be changing the way that you act or live just because you think other people will accept you for it. That's ridiculous. And you're being ridiculous. Maybe get to a therapist about that. And then the actual question, is there a reason that I've never had an alcohol? Yes, there is. Thank you for asking.
Also, if it makes you feel validated, 21 was the legal age for drinking in the United States, which is where I think all of us are from. Well, except for Dan. Yeah, Dan's from Zimbabwe. But I didn't drink until I was 21 because it would require a fake ID, and I'm too much of that guy. I'm too much of a rule follower. And yeah, so if you feel validated,
I don't do it all the time, but weekends, yeah. If I'm dancing, maybe I love drinking. That being said, I think it's a powerful message that you said at the very end where you were like, yeah, I love that Ben validates you. And I feel like that Ben does that for a lot of people. So
yeah.
Glad. Very glad.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone.
He only validates one person.
He'll kill you.
I'm right here.
I don't know how to pronounce this. Sorry, I get it.
Don't worry about it. It's like an online username.
It's an online username with a lot of letters and numbers and symbols even. Hello. First of all, I would like to say I love the podcast. As someone who has had crazy and stressful home life, I love listening to you guys banter. It's very calming. Anyway, for the question, I am listening to a podcast called The Amelia Project. It's about an organization that helps people fake their deaths, and it got me wondering. If you guys had to fake your death, what would be the reason why? And also, how would you resurface? I.e., who would you become? Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Sincerely, that name.
I have an answer already.
Perfect.
Why am I not surprised?
I would probably fake my own death because I was tired. And then I wouldn't resurface.
You wouldn't resurface?
I would not. You would never see or hear from me again.
Okay, but if you were forced to resurface, I guess that's how you'd get.
Well, you have to be a person somewhere. So what would you do?
It's adorable that you think someone can force me to resurface.
So if you had to exist somewhere,
I would.
You're just not going to tell because you've actually probably thought about this plan enough, and you don't want anyone to come and find you.
I can't have people finding me.
Yeah, okay, I had a feeling. I was like, honestly, it seems too planned out. I was like, I just don't think you can out yourself right now.
There's a lot of places I could go. Right?
Yeah, I feel like there's like an 8-step program right now with you.
8's a lot.
You're right. There's a 1-step program, and then it works out from there.
Yeah, I make the steps up as I go.
Yeah. Dan, what about you? How would you fake your death? And how would you resurface?
Why would you fake your death?
Oh, why would I fake my death?
That was the question, right?
Yeah, I think it's why.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Why would I fake
What would be
my
the
death?
reason why? And then how would you resurface?
I don't know. That would have to be like a pretty crazy situation to have to fake my death. I feel like I would tell most people if I was just like, hey, I'm going to disappear for a while, but good luck. Communication is key.
Not when you're faking your death.
Absolutely not.
No, I would. Yeah, again, I don't know. I think it would have to be like a Dave Chappelle Tupac situation. One, either to like escape if I was like too famous, which is probably never going to happen that way. Or just for the clout of it, the Tupac way, right? Just being like,
sure.
And he disappeared, and no one knows where he is. And then like
Yeah.
have like occasional pictures pop up on the internet where I'm like in Africa, because that's where I'm
But
from.
it's a little blurry.
Right? Yeah, just like a little blurry, so where people are like, this is where he is, and then they're like, well, we can't find him, and it's like, I don't know. Then you become an internet theory, and you live in infamy.
I like it.
And then if I had to resurface, I guess I'd just be like, it's me. Hi, guys.
So you would just come back to the
Hello?
I
world.
post a video on TikTok.
It's me.
I'm still alive and check this stuff out.
Dan's like,
It's
I had a nice
always
break.
been me.
I took a nap. I feel better now.
I feel like I would like why? I feel like if I started getting death threats that felt more real, instead of just funny, I'd
You'd beat them to it.
yeah, I would beat them to it with faking my own death. And I think I'm not sure. No, I am sure how I'd do it, but that gets to remain a mystery. And how I'd resurface, I'd probably if by resurface you mean like come back as someone else, I would.
Yeah, what would be your life after that?
I'd probably go to Canada because I know that most of the border isn't patrolled, and so I'd just go over. I would.
Where would you cross?
Vermont.
It's patrolled there.
That's really not.
No, it's not. They have a sign that says,
Yeah,
"Welcome to Canada,"
Yeah.
a little basket of flowers.
I don't know if it's like legal to admit this, but when I served my mission in Canada, we were at the border, and then we crossed the border. We weren't allowed to do that, so I broke the rules. Because I'm a rule breaker. I'm such a rebel.
And they let you stay in the church?
Yeah. Well, we didn't.
Thank God you didn't drink caffeine.
We took pictures. Me and my companion took pictures, and then we were like, "This was bad. God's disappointed with us," and we deleted the picture. So yeah.
That's funny.
We just found like a random spot too, on the border.
Yeah, because there's
we were
the
just
thing, like other than main highways, most of it's not patrolled.
Yeah.
Which is super chill. We got a last question from Junior D. I just got past episode 33 and I heard the question about Marvel characters being part of the LGBTQIA plus family.
I'm sorry, that's just a lot of letters.
It's too many. Can we talk about it? That it's too many.
We can't.
Okay, Dan, can you talk about the fact that it's too many?
Neither can I. Also, I don't mind it.
Really?
Representation matters.
No, it does.
No,
And,
I like it.
I'm not upset at the representation. I'm aware that it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
That's a lot of letters.
Well, can
It
it
is a
just?
lot of letters,
why
yeah.
can't it just be plus?
I agree.
'Cause I'll
like
get it.
I do like that to be honest with you, I don't know enough asexual. I've never met asexual people, or I have, and I just feel like they don't know it yet. But I do like to be inclusive in that like realm. I feel like, but yeah, I feel like there's
if you're gonna have the plus,
yes.
Why are you gonna have that many letters before?
That's what I'm saying.
I understand that, and I
Either
also
do
feel
all
like
of the letters?
I'm just of the opinion that we're all
Do you think
separate communities. Does that make sense?
That's fair, but you're also missing in that one. You're missing 2, the new edition of 2. Which at that point, it's like, how do you continue adding to a point where it's like, and no one says the same thing anymore. So it's just like it's gotten too long. It's like if I had an organization that was called the N+QT395. You're just like, I will never remember all that, and I'm not trying to be against it. I just don't.
Do you think we could turn this into a word?
Now I like that.
Do you think there's enough letters in there to turn this into a word?
We can try. I want to do it online though.
An anagram.
See, I'm liking that.
Because
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it is an anagram. Because then it's something that you can say. It's phonetic. It's nice. Like, oh, I like that a lot.
I mean, there's a Q in it with no U.
That's tough. So it's, it's almost got to start with a Q.
Yeah, or end with
a Q. Yeah.
But there is an A and there's an I.
Mm-hmm. Plus is going to be weird. Well, I guess it just ends with plus again.
What else? What are they missing? What are the letters?
LGBT. Oh, TQIA. So now there's 2. There's the number 2.
Oh, the number 2?
Yep.
For what?
For 2 souls. I have a strong opinion on this. Because
maybe we shouldn't tell on the podcast.
Yeah.
LG.
I've never even heard of it, so
I'll explain it to you afterwards.
IA. Find words. There's no word with.
Okay, take the Q out or add a U.
A U.
That's
add a
fair.
U.
Find. No.
Are there like?
There's a 6-letter word.
Well, you could also like bring parts of the other words in, like GA for gay or LE for lesbian.
Is this a website that'll let you do like 2 words?
No, I don't.
Because if it'll let, if we just
if
put
it'll
all the
let
words.
you make 2 words.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey guys, I think our ADHD is showing.
Yeah.
Can I see the rest of the?
Wait, what did it say?
One quick correction here. It's not Superman himself who is bisexual. It's his son Kal-El, aka John Kent. But with that in mind, how would each of you incorporate a new hero that is LGBTQIA+? Would it be a son, daughter, non-binary? In which part of the LGBTQIA+ would you want them to land? What's a quick summary of their journey? Love the podcast so much. It helps me on my crazy overnight schedule. Love ya tons. Junior Doobie. Dubé.
I don't know, dude.
I
I think I'd like to make him a superhero where it's just like a part of his, backstory or whatever is being any of the letters, but he doesn't talk about it, and it's just a thing. It's just like a whatever. Like he just saves the day, and people are like, did you just kiss that man? And he's like, yeah. And like that's all he ever says about it.
Yeah, I just make a gay character named Ryan that's into hentai. So that would be his superpower. I don't know.
What would he look like?
Like hentai. He just have big titties, those huge hentai titties. I feel like that would be very fun. I honestly would probably incorporate it into. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of stories that like you could incorporate that into, and I don't know if it's just never been done well. Is my problem.
Well,
and I think that's the thing is you have to write from experience, and so
Yeah.
like for someone like me, I obviously would write a gay story because I can actually relate to that and be like, what would I want a superhero to look like? I don't know if I've like given it that much thought, but I would want it to just feel like a normal superhero.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want. It's gonna be the superhero, and this just happens to be a thing.
Yeah,
that's why I don't think I wouldn't want it to be someone who was like a son or a daughter of a previous superhero. I'd like it to be an entirely new superhero.
Own.
You know what I mean? Like just kind of their own. Because then you have nothing to compare it to. It's not. It's just this person who is this person and has always been this.
Well,
person
and iconically that person. If you want an iconic superhero, make it so. Right? Like, do make them iconically gay or iconically queer or iconically non-binary. Like,
don't transform.
That's what you need to do that, like, in order to make it a good superhero story. Like, I feel like
anytime there is some sort of like love story background, and this isn't just like any like LGBTQIA plus. I can't. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say LGBT and then I stopped. If there's any backstory that involves some sort of romance at all in superhero stuff, it feels forced, and that's even for the straight relationships.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's 100% true. It doesn't matter what type of relationship it is. It feels like gay, straight, or somewhere in between. It just kind of feels like
I don't think there's very many examples in that we can name in superhero movies, TV shows, whatever, where the love story feels natural and we're okay with how it is all the time.
Well, but that also just goes back to my point of like it just needs to feel like normal. Like the ones that do feel good are like Clark Kent
and Lois Lane.
Right? Like that type of stuff. Or MJ and Spider-Man. The reason why is because that was an iconic part of the story, and because the story was good, and because it fits so well into the story, it became the iconic character to have MJ be in a Spider-Man movie, or MJ in a Spider-Man narrative, or Lois Lane in a Superman narrative. So, I don't know. You just need to find a natural way to make it feel purposeful.
Yeah,
so,
and a lot of times when we see the representation in the movies and stuff, it feels doubly forced.
Yeah,
like, we're gonna force a love story, and we're gonna be queer about it.
Yeah, I just want beautiful stories.
Sorry, I couldn't think of a better way to say that.
No. I think you nailed it.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I do know what you meant. I hope all of the audience knows what you meant.
I hope they don't. I hope there are some people out there that goes, "Is Ben homophobic?" And I hope they never get an answer.
And just like that, the podcast ends.
And that's our show. Thank you guys so much for listening. This was episode 47 of The Good,
This was the LGBTQ plus
IA
plus.
You messed it up.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
He's allowed to mess it up. He's one of the letters.
But I do want that. I so badly want a gay story.
Let's just write it.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean that works for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Dan, can you
What are you
please
guys
take
doing
point? What?
I mean, obviously, Dan's going to take point on that. But
very fun. I'm gonna write a gay superhero story.
Yeah, tune in next week. We're gonna have another story time episode. We don't know what the story is. Make sure you guys follow us on Patreon so you get a chance to vote on what story we tell next week. If you want to find us outside of the podcast, Ryan, where can they go?
Youthpastorryan.com. Yeah.
Dan?
What about you, Dan?
Dan Bam Bam on all social media except for Snapchat, which is
Dan_YOLO.
Ben.
You know you're allowed to change that now.
I don't want to.
Okay. You can find any of my stuff on benbrainard.com. My last name is spelled brain, like the one in your head, A-R-D. If you can't figure that out, try using yours. You can find the podcast at gdfmpodcast.com. Got links to all of our apps and places where you can listen to our podcast and YouTube and all that. Make sure you check us out on Patreon. Show support and love to the podcast there as well. We love you. We thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.